Okay, so we begin the simulation part.
Sure. Oh, okay.
So here we go. Hello, Jackie.
Hi, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. How about you?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm excited for Thanksgiving and
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready for a break in school. Law school has been a lot lately.
So, are you going to go home in the Thanksgiving week?
No, I can't go home because it's um it's just too expensive to fly back home and it's really far and I'm worried that I would bring something back with me to like I'm worried I would get my family sick in case I'm sick.
Oh,
So I made the difficult decision that I'm gonna stay here and not go home. But I'm just looking forward to having a break for the holiday, even if I can't be home.
yeah.
I'll be able to. Um, I'm gonna eat, do Thanksgiving dinner with my roommate's family.
Oh, that's great.
Mhm.
Yeah. So anyway, you can have a week of time that's only belongs to you.
Yeah, yeah, I'm excited. I'll get a break from school, and even if it's not my family, I'm just glad that I can be with other people for the holiday because
Hmm.
sometimes the pandemic has just made life so lonely.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Hmm.
Yeah, and maybe everyone feels the same because we are all isolated, and it's really
Yeah,
hard for we to have some social time.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
So, last time at the end of that session, we kind of make up some
Mhm.
plans to do some actions, and I just want to check how did all the actions work. Like we do you remember the actions?
Sort of.
Like to contact with family and spend
Hmm.
more time with your roommates. And also, I suggest you to start with some simple assignments, something like that.
Hmm.
That's what I remember.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that, and I have gotten better about actually all of those. I definitely have gotten better about just starting with something, like just starting some homework so that I can get my because I think the hardest part has been starting for me. Um, and I have been better about spending time with my roommate and her family. And I'm going to be spending Thanksgiving with them, so that's good too.
That's right.
And being with my roommate, she's been a good friend to me for a long time, and I'm glad that I've spent more time with her.
Like her family lives in this city you're in.
Hmm.
Oh, so that's convenient.
Yeah, yeah, it's why I can go to Thanksgiving with them because they we don't have to travel, so it's safer and it doesn't it doesn't cost really anything to go see them, and they're being very nice to let me um, come see them, or, spend the holiday with them. So I'm excited. It'll be a good thing to be around them, and my roommate's been good. I think that as soon as I realized that I was probably not I needed to be a better roommate and that like there were things I could do to make it better for both of us. Um, it's like crazy how that works because now I feel like she has kind of taken a step back and we never were in a bad place, but I think I just like
Mhm.
I could tell that sometimes I was making things difficult for her because I was having a hard time. And when I kind of became aware of that, it seems like she became aware of that too.
Mm, so, will you feel bad about that? Or
Oh, I just remember last time when I think I was talking about how I realized that my roommate knows that I'm having a hard time,
Mhm.
even if I don't talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
And I feel badly because I think that has to be hard for her. So I tried to, like we talked about, I tried to just like spend more time with her. Excuse me. I tried to spend more time with her. And when I started doing that, I feel like she started wanting to spend more time with me too. So it was good.
Yeah. So what do you do to spend time?
Oh, we like eat more meals together, like or eat our dinners, even if it's not the same, we eat at the same time and we'll watch TV and um yeah, we sometimes go on walks together, but truthfully, most of our time is just spent like working. Like we're both working on, for me, my law school homework, and for her, um, it's other like her whatever work she's doing.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's been good. We've been just spending more time like, you know, kind of around each other. I think it makes it easier for both of us because it can, like I said, it can get kind of lonely.
Mhm. So mm, you share some time, but also you have our own time to do our own works.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
the time you spend together is on cook on eating meals, or also you cook together.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we cook together. It's more like if I am, sorry, I need a tissue. If she, if she's making dinner and I'm making my dinner,
Mhm.
I need to stop yawning.
That's
Tired.
okay. That's
I keep
okay.
yawning. Um, it's like if I'm making my dinner and she's making hers, like we might both like watch a TV show together and eat at the same time, just like sitting on the couch. Or in the mornings, like we'll have our coffee at the same time and like watch the news in the morning and stuff. So that's good.
That's great. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
a really uh, a relationship. No, a roommate relationship that makes people envy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, men people when they got a roommate and they can't build up a very close relationship between roommates. They're just two people living in a same house.
Yeah.
But you have something to, or you have someone to
Mhm.
accompany with you. Yeah, that's really.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And how about contacting with your family?
Yeah, I've been trying to be better. I think sometimes it's difficult because I don't, like I said this before, but I don't want to stress my family out. Um
Yeah.
like I don't want them to know if if they can tell I'm having a hard time, then I feel badly.
Hmm.
And so sometimes I don't want to call all the time because I don't want them to think that I'm being really needy. Like, I don't want them to think like, why is she calling? So I have tried to call them and I've tried to be better about like addressing or just like being honest, like, oh, to my family, telling them like, I wish you'd call more. Cause sometimes I feel like I'm the only one who calls. Um, so I've just tried to be more honest because that's made it easier to call them anyway. So yeah, I've been better about that.
And who you call? Your mother or father or?
Yeah, I'll call my parents or sometimes my grandparents. So yeah, I don't call my siblings all that often.
Mhm. And how did this respond to your issues?
Yeah, they are helpful. They they're definitely helpful. They like, want me to do well. They care about me. And so like when I tell them that I'm having a hard time, or if I'm honest with them and saying like, that things have been difficult for me, they've actually, I was afraid of how they would react,
Yeah.
but they've been very supportive.
Good to hear that.
Yeah.
So, what kind of specific words or language that makes you feel that they are supportive?
Like when I tell them I'm overwhelmed, they'll say like, "Oh, I had no idea." Like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, what can I do to help you?" Um, I think a big thing I realized in talking to them more was that I was like, a lot of it was just me. A lot of it was like things that I had thought would be worse than they were. Like, I was like, "Oh, my family's gonna like think I'm weak, or like that they're gonna think I'm like," you know. The
Mhm.
reality is when I told them, they were very understanding.
Oh, that's really nice.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I remember at the first session, you mentioned that you have a boyfriend,
Well, yeah.
and did he helps when you facing this
Mhm.
troubles?
Yeah. He definitely helps. I mean, I'm trying not to it's tough because I want to open up to him, but I also don't want to scare him away by telling him all of my problems. And so I've tried to just be like honest, but not but also like keep my privacy a little bit.
Mhm. Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
how did he respond?
Oh, he's very supportive and very understanding, and never made me feel like I was crazy or like weird. He was very supportive, and we haven't been dating very long, so there's still a lot that like we keep to ourselves, but and he hasn't even met my family yet. So I'm excited. I hope he can meet my family.
Sorry, you hope what?
Oh, that he can meet my family sometime.
Oh, so that would be really a big movement.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm pretty close with my family, so if he met them, I would want it to go well.
Mhm. So it seems like you really love him and he really loves you.
Yeah, I mean, I think so, and I hope that things continue to go well. It's definitely been a weird time to be dating someone with a pandemic.
It's online
But
dating.
what'd you say?
So it's all online dating.
Yeah, thankfully we haven't had to online date, but like I haven't met his family because like I don't want to expose them in case I'm sick.
Oh,
Um, and he hasn't met my family because that would mean he'd have to fly far away. So um, hopefully sometime he can meet them. But so far it's going well. It's like been a few months.
mhm.
Yeah.
How like how are you see? I don't know how to ask this question. Like, do you see how serious uh, did you see?
Yeah. I think it's pretty serious. I mean, I'm really busy with law school, and he's busy with work. So I guess that's serious. But right now, I think we both just want to finish what we have going on before we like got like in case we were ever to get married, we would probably want to I would want to finish law school first.
Mhm. Of
Um,
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you put the maybe you think it's more important to focus on the schoolworks at first.
Yeah, I guess for me, I know that I don't right now want to get engaged or married because like he hasn't met my family and I haven't met his family, and so we're just taking it slow, I guess, right now, and hopefully things can get back to normal because I would like, it'd be fun to go on a trip somewhere, and right now that's just not an option. So even right now it's like we can't really even go out to dinner.
Oh, really?
Well, because of the pandemic, it's just like, it's getting cold, and so we have to sit outside, and so, normally that's just like you could go to the movies or you could go to dinner, but it's kind of challenging.
Like nowadays, the restaurants have locked down
Yeah,
or
yeah, lockdowns. So that's challenging, but it's okay.
and it's very good to know that you have so many people that support you and take care of you and
Yeah,
you
definitely.
serious.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and I want to talk about your ideas, the compulsive thoughts you had. Uh, I want to talk about that more.
Mhm.
Mhm. And like you mentioned that in the first session, you mentioned that you go on the steps because it gives you some sense that you control your life, right? So when
No, you can go on.
okay, so,
Mhm.
so when when I heard this, it seems like you know it. I mean, you know you have this kind of thought, and
Mhm.
uh, you seem to have a pretty rational and objective opinion on this kind of thought.
Mhm.
So now I just want to make sure how much you believe in this thought now. Like, do you still believe controlling your eating can help you to make your life more satisfying? Do you still
No,
believe in this thought, or how much do you believe in?
well, it's not that I believe it, it's that it's like a bad habit, like it's not that I believe like I need to like always check to make sure I didn't leave some like the obsessive thoughts. It's more like even though I know it's weird, like it's kind of crazy, I still do it because I can't help it. Like I still, think about my eating. It's like I don't want to think about my eating.
Mhm.
I don't want to like constantly worry about my eating and stuff, but I feel like I have to. Like I can't not do it. It's not like I really do feel like I've tried to like I feel like I've tried to just like don't do it, don't do it, don't just like just eat, just be normal. But it's just really hard to like to do that.
Wow. So it's kind of you know you or you don't want to do it, but uh, physically you still do it.
Yeah, I mean I try to um sorry, I realize I'm just doodling. That's why it looks like I'm looking down. I'm just like writing, like drawing. I realize that's probably confusing. Um, yeah, I wish I could just make it stop, but I can't yet. Like sometimes I still find myself trying to. I still have to really actively resist it.
Mm, What do you mean actively resist it?
Oh, like
Towards.
I still find that like if I want to stop um if I want to stop um controlling my eating, I can't make it stop like that.
Yeah.
I have to like tell myself like just like I have to try to convince myself through it, you know?
Yeah. It's a process, and I guess it will take time. It will take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But I'm trying to be more aware of it, so that's good.
Yeah, and I can feel just compared with the first session, compared with the
Oh
first time
yeah.
we met, you have become more aware of that. Yeah,
Mhm.
like
Yeah, definitely.
mm, I think you gradually more realize that controlling the diet might not be a effective solution to the challenges or the life changes you are facing with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
In fact, I have to, I have to say, it's impressive for me. Like mm, you can distinguish your feelings and your thoughts
Mm.
from your behaviors. Like most people maybe they cannot do that. Like they cannot have such an good ability to understand themselves. So that's
Mhm.
really impressive for me.
Oh, that's good. Maybe I should become a social worker.
Okay, you can try to apply for MSW program.
Yeah, I'll try.
And okay, since this is our last session, I want to spend some time to discuss with you to like we have at least we have some achievement so far.
Mhm.
So after this session, I want to discuss with you how can we sustain this achievement.
Mhm.
Do you have any ideas?
Um, I guess I like the idea of just continuing with the goals I'm working on.
Yeah, and what's the goals?
Oh, like what we talked about last time. Hold on, I'm just gonna plug in my computer.
Yeah.
Um, just like what we talked about last time about like talking to my family more and um spending like being honest with my family and my roommate. Those were like kind of our goals from last time, and that definitely helped.
So
Yeah.
you keep this context with them.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's a good way.
Mhm.
Mm, or do we have any other means to sustain the achievement?
Um, do you have any suggestions?
Mm, I can't figure out something, but how about we change to think it from another perspective, like uh, what may be the concerns for you after this session?
What was it?
Uh, what may be the concerns for you?
Oh, what makes sense?
Uh, how to
Sorry.
pronounce this word? Concern, like
Constant?
the things you would be worried about.
How do you spell it? Do you know?
Yeah, I can write it down. Is it?
Oh, concerns. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Concern.
Oh, no. Don't be sorry. My
Oh,
fault. My
concern.
fault.
Yes, yes.
Um, hmm.
Like the things you will be worried about.
Hmm. Um, I guess I'm not. I'm more just like wanting to. Um, I'm not worried about it, but I just want to like make sure that I'm making progress. Like I want to get better, so I don't want to let myself like decline.
Decline from what?
Like I don't want to let my progress go away.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Because I feel like I have really improved. Like I have made improvements, and I want to continue that.
yeah, but if there's something that might uh, stop your improvement or
Oh, I thought you meant what are my concerns like for after treatment, but
Mhm.
I don't really have any concerns like that. I think the things that have been difficult will stay difficult, unfortunately. Like law school is just going to be hard. And being away from my family is just going to be hard. So I just have to keep helping myself like learn to cope with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. And is there anything if it happens that will makes you difficult to make progress?
Hmm. I guess like it's always hard to be better at like to make progress when I'm really busy. And I'm pretty busy right now, but I'm pretty busy, but once law school's over, I will have to like figure out a new job and that is kind of stressful.
Oh,
So I guess like as busy as school is, sometimes it's also nice to be in school because at least I know that for the next few years, like I'm in law school. I don't have to worry about getting a job.
mhm.
So I guess like just times of transition are hard.
Yeah, but you're first year in law school, right?
Second year.
A second year. So how long is your program?
So I have this year and then one more year. So it's 3 years total.
Oh,
So
yeah. So maybe next year you will have to plan for find a job.
mhm, yeah.
Yeah, that might be a stressful thing.
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to write something down that I remembered. Um yeah, that will be stressful. I just I want to go into it like in a good mental place.
Uh, in a good mental place. What's the meaning? Sorry.
Like I want to go into it with like a open mind.
Hmm. Uh, like you already have an open mind, I think.
That's good.
So why do you say
Yeah.
why do you say you want to have an open mind?
Because I don't want to be disappointed. Like I don't want to go into looking for a job like as a lawyer and not get the job that I want.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah, that's a tough thing if you come if you don't find a job that's suitable for you and your interests.
Hmm.
Yeah, it'll be really tough.
Yeah. So hopefully it goes well.
Yeah. Um. So, like the next year, when we come to the time point that we have to plan for finding a job, uh, do you have some ideas to like to prevent you from from trapping in the compulsive thoughts again?
Hmm, maybe like writing.
Writing? What do you mean
Like,
writing?
like sometimes just writing down what's stressful to me is really helpful.
Yeah, and one of my colleagues that she told me that it's a good way uh, to write down something when you not only when you're stressful, when you feel something like for
Hmm.
you when you feel compulsive to to cook or to eat, you can write the feelings down, and when
Hmm.
you write it down, it can help you to uh, how to say that. Uh, wait a minute.
That's okay.
To let these feelings off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like to
Definitely.
find an exit for these feelings, so they can you can have a you can have a place to settle down these feelings.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think I think it it will work if you
Yeah.
write it down. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mm, yeah, that's a good way. Uh, but one, I have one more practical suggestion on that. Like
Hmm.
uh, we can we can prepare for it in advance. That's maybe the most practical way.
Hmm.
So because you feel anxious that uh, you that you may not find a satisfied job, but
Hmm.
if you prepare for that and you really find a good job, so
Hmm.
there'll be nothing to be anxious about.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that definitely helps too, just to know that I'm prepared.
Yeah. And do you have any other things want to add?
No, I think that's it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and since today is the last session, I didn't prepare for too many things for you to ask you uh, or
Yeah.
discuss with you. So uh, I want this session to be more relaxing for you.
Mhm.
Yeah, and if you want to talk about something, you can come up with it. And if you want to, if you think it's okay, and I think we can end it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel good. Just thank you for helping me, set goals and like asking me questions that help me reflect on my life and how I'm doing. And you always ask very, thoughtful questions that help me think closely about my life and think about how I can make things better. So thank you.
And thank you too. Thank you for being cooperative for this simulation.
No, your English is a lot better, I think, than you think.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Uh, so we have finished the simulation one, right?
What'd you say? Oh yeah, yeah, we can finish.
Okay. Like most of the time, I can express. It just takes some time, but I can express what I want to say.
Yeah,
But it's difficult for me to understand what others are saying.
yeah. I think that's typical of language learning.
Really?
Like I don't speak another language. I learned Latin, but no one speaks Latin anymore. Um, so I can understand Spanish sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Or, I'm sorry, I can speak Spanish, but I can't really understand it that well.
Oh, so maybe listening is necessary to be more difficult.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to figure it out. Yeah, good for you because I can't imagine learning and doing everything in a language that isn't my first language.
Yeah, and that's not the hardest part. The hardest part is living in my own country and using a second language to have class.
Yeah. So where are you right now?
I'm still in China.
What?
Oh, you don't know that?
No.
Oh yeah. Oh, I haven't mentioned it. Sorry. I can't got the visa because I don't know because of what. Because of Trump.
What time is it for you?
4 a.m.
What?
Oh, you don't know? I don't know.
No.
You don't know.
You must be so tired.
Mm, no, because I have like switched myself to the American time, like sleep in the daytime and get up at night.
Wow.
Oh, you're so surprised.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna let you go so you go sleep. But
No, I have another session. I have to be the client.
oh duh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'll
Well, I hope
stop
that
the recording.